I'm Tracy Grimshaw. Welcome to A Current Affair. Also tonight, the Sea Change location for sale with the most spectacular views. First, the real threat of violence between police and anti-APEC demonstrators. Yesterday, the chaser used a fake motorcade to highlight a security flaw. That prank was done for a laugh. But tomorrow, protesters claim they're ready for action.
It's no laughing matter for security to the APEC summit in Australia. Police in Sydney.
They've been made to look stupid by a bunch of comedians, and they won't want to be made to look stupid tomorrow by a bunch of protesters.
Too close to President Bush's in Australia. It's an embarrassing security breach.
The mood is that they're preparing for things to get violent. Well, they're ready for it, yeah.
Because members of an Australian television comedy show got in a car and drove right through not one, but two of the checkpoints.
That prank by the cast and crew of The Chaser has security forces facing a serious grilling. It also has ramifications for tomorrow's major protest action.
I think the Chaser blokes and what they did this week has increased the chances of there being a violent confrontation between police and protesters tomorrow, no doubt. Now they've got to one-up the Chaser. I think it puts even more pressure on. It's probably turn tomorrow into even more tense a time than we thought it would be.
Many commentators like Steve Price have been hedging their bets on how things will play out tomorrow, but there's no doubt the mood has intensified in the last 24 hours.
Even today, I think there was supposed to be a couple of busloads of people coming from Brisbane and another couple coming from Melbourne and even a bus coming from Perth. Now, what you can read into that, I guess, is that they're coming for a reason.
Reporter Lincoln Archer from news.com.au scored an interview with a member of the controversial protest movement, the Black Bloc. These extreme demonstrators who've caused mayhem around the world say they'll be there tomorrow in Sydney.
They're there and they're ready for it, and you know, I was told that they're the people who, if these things start going wrong, they'll be the ones who are going to be throwing the rocks and taking the action to defend what they see as their city.
The world's media, who are probably lolling about, not paying much attention, suddenly there's a story in Australia. Security is slack. So you get a protest with, what, 15, 20,000 people marching through the streets of Sydney. It is explosive.
This is the area here in central Sydney where the action will take place tomorrow. The protest will start here at the Town Hall. There'll be 4 or 5 speeches, and then it'll wind its way down Park Street to Hyde Park. Now, if there's trouble, the APEC security services are expecting that that's where it will take place. And right now, they are counting down to chaos. What have they said, though, about their desire for a riot?
Well, what was said to me is that deep down everyone wants to riot.
If things start to turn violent, do you jump up there as a leader and try and discourage people and order people to stop?
Look, we've made clear we're organising a peaceful protest. That's what we want to see tomorrow at the demonstration.
But if things turn ugly, do you get up there and say,
we are committed to the protest be acting in a non-violent way.
Alex Bainbridge from the Stop Bush Coalition says it's impossible to say how many protesters will be involved and whether there will be clashes with police. So those who are spoiling for a fight aren't welcome.
The people that are welcome are the people that are, prepared to participate on a non-violent basis.
This afternoon, the team from The Chaser were back in action, making fun of yesterday's security breach and enjoying all the attention. But nobody's laughing about the potential problems tomorrow.
I don't care if I see one of these rock-throwing troublemakers get a crack over the head with a police baton or get a spray of capsicum spray or get whacked with a water cannon. I mean, if they're there to do that, well, that's what they deserve.
Ben Fordham with that report. And late today, protest organisers predicted more than 5,000 people would attend tomorrow's Stop Bush demonstration.